Hello everybody, this is my midterm project for CIS 3367 for Professor Wheeler. So I created a dashboard to analyze Amazon cosmetic sales and cosmetic procedures slash surgeries in the United States. So the idea for this project is to see some sort of connection or relationship between the cosmetic products that we buy and the number of surgeries that are connected to these products. So, for example, in chart number one, I connected scar creams with the scar revision procedures. So, in this column, we can see the number of scar revision procedures that were done last year in 2018. Here we have the monthly unit sales for scar creams and the monthly revenue. Please keep in mind that my sample size is only 240 products for each of the categories that I will be talking about. So let's take a look at eyelid surgery. So for this surgery, I connected liquid eyeliner and eyeshadow. And for nose reshaping, I connected contour kits to the surgery. And we can see we had a lot of nose reshaping performed last year. So another way to represent this idea is to say that we will most likely perform a cosmetic surgery that is related to the products that we buy the most. So in my case, I like to use a lot of scar creams, and I am thinking about getting a scar revision procedure done in a few years from now. So basically, this is the idea. So moving on to chart number two, we have a time series chart from 2000 to 2018. Down here we have four age groups for 2010 and 2018 that will be representing the number of surgeries performed from any of the surgeries that we pick in this slicer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cheek implant. So here we have the time series for the cheek implants, and here we can see that people from age 40 to 54 are the people that are performing this surgery the most in 2010 and 2018. Okay, so we see something different for breast reduction in men. So in 2010, men from 20 to 29 in total performed about 2,000 of the surgeries, but in 2018, men 20 from 29 performed almost 9,000 of the surgeries. I'm not sure what happened, but this is very interesting. Now moving on. I have a slicer that has the name of all of the brands that I was able to gather. So let's take a look at Elf Cosmetics. So we can see that Elf Cosmetics have products within these 4 categories here. This is the average price, this is the monthly unit sales, and this is the monthly revenue. Pay attention to the category that they're selling the most, which is the contour kits. Okay, which is also the cheapest in terms of average price. Okay, so now let's take a look at L'Oreal Paris. Sorry, I can never pronounce it correct. So they have products in the same categories, but they're making most of their revenue from foundations, okay? And if we want to have all the brands given their categories, I made a macro into this button. So we press here and we see that all the brands are selected and we see the categories here. Okay, so now let's talk about the chart here. So I have this drop down button that has the category names. So let's take a look at lip plumpers. Oh, it was already selected. So let's take something else. Eyeshadows. So we see that eyeshadows that are rated 4.4 stars are selling the most. And this is also represented in this table using conditional formatting. So I use this table to create that button and that chart. Okay, so now moving on to the Amazon data model. Let's take a look at the data. So in yellow, I use the conditional formatting tool to represent the ads per page. So whatever is not a whole number on this column was highlighted yellow, which indicates an ad for the products. So let's talk about the ranks. Ranks are really important for Amazon and Amazon sellers. Based on the ranks, Amazon selects the best sellers and in the categories. But in my data, we have some empty cells for the rank column, which is telling me that this is just bad data, it's inaccurate, it doesn't do anything. So I use data validation to point out these empty cells. So here we have an empty cell and I circle that in red. I also wanted to show some ranks that are really far up. For example, this one is over 1 million. This is a contour kit that is selling for $100. Yeah, this is really expensive, so I can tell why they're giving that rank, and they're also performing some ads. And yeah, so this product is not doing pretty well. We can see the same for this here. Okay, so I obtained this data using a Google Chrome extension called Profit Miner, and the data for the procedures I obtained it from the American Society of Plastic Surgeons. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And thank you very much for watching.